camps which are trying to cope with the tens of thousands who fled from Iraq. Mrs. Chalker arrived in Jordan on a British airliner carrying emergency supplies. She'll discuss with Jordanian government officials ways of helping the refugees. The treaty that will restore full sovereignty to united Germany is due to be signed in Moscow shortly. Foreign ministers from the 4 wartime allies will sign the document, paving the way for unification next month.
For the past 7 months, the 2 German states and the 4 allies of World War II have been working within what's known as the 2+4 to agree the external terms of unity under the new German arithmetic that 2+4 equals 5 as one party disappears. The 6-page final document commits the new Germany to limit its armed forces, never to possess nuclear, chemical or biological weapons, never to start a war, and not to allow the rise again of Nazi ideology.
The Soviet Prime Minister Nikolay Ryzhkov has warned of the very great danger of the disintegration of the Soviet Union. After a day of stormy debate on the Soviet economy, he told Austrian television that the idea of separate Soviet republics with their own armies was absurd. British and French farmers' leaders meet in Paris today to try to resolve the so-called lamb war. French farmers believe British exports are threatening their livelihoods. There have now been more than a dozen attacks on lorries carrying British lamb.
The talks are taking place just 24 hours after the most recent incident. A British truck carrying 600 sheep was hijacked in southern France. The animals were led into the square in the town of Privas. The National Farmers Union president will raise the matter during discussions in Paris this morning with his French colleagues. The so-called lamb war has put the spotlight firmly on the wider crisis affecting European agriculture. It's a symptom of the greater problem, overproduction in many areas of the industry, which has resulted in low earnings for farmers.
That's it. More from the newsroom at 10 o'clock.
A very good morning to you. Well, the quiet autumnal weather is set to continue for several days to come. I think we'll all see some sunshine over the next few days, but the best of the sunshine today will be down in the far southwest of England, South Wales, down in southern parts of Ireland. And although there is some cloud around, indeed the cloud in northern parts of Ireland and central parts of Scotland thick enough to give just a little bit of rain at time to time, I think we'll find it very gradually breaking up today with some sunshine. Top temperature in the south, 21 degrees. And that's it from me.
This Wednesday, Wogan's joined by Education Secretary John McGregor. At 7:35, Friendship wanes for Doogie Howser.
Don't ever show your face around here again. Benny, this is my room.
At 8, an identity crisis for the Jersey detective.
Detective Sergeant Bergerac, Bureau d'Étranger.
Detective Sergeant Bergerac, Bureau des Étrangers. Something wrong?
More of your points of view at 10 to 9. Then after the news, Inside Story talks to victims of torture.
Almost 80% of the people declare that they have no doubt at all that they have been controlled during the torture process by a medical doctor or assistant.
Sportsnight Special at 10:25 features international football action as England play Hungary and Scotland face Romania in the home team's first matches since the World Cup. Taking us up to the final whistle this Wednesday night on BBC1.
Hello, the lines are now open to take your calls for this afternoon's Gardener's Direct line. And joining me later in the studio, the experts with all the answers, Geoffrey Smith and Daphne Ledwood. So let us take the mystery out of mulching and the weight off your wheelbarrow. If you've a gardening question, we'd like to hear from you. And remember, the lines stay open until 1 o'clock. So just give us a ring on Leeds 446222 and you could be joining us live at 3:05 today on BBC1.
In 25 minutes, Best of British looks at excerpts from the films Broken Journey and Jumping for Joy. First on BBC1, Oscar's having problems with Felix in The Odd Couple.